Hey there, you guys, motherfuckers. The Fight Podcast. I don't know what accent I'm doing. If you can guess it, I'll give you a fucking $1. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Welcome to the show.
It's the eve of Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad, but we can just say Leon Edwards versus anybody. So we've been waiting on this shit for a hot minute.
Have we?
Wouldn't you agree?
I think we've been waiting on another fight for a half minute, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I've just been waiting on him to fight anybody.
Just Leon fight anybody, yeah. It's been a year.
Been more than that, right? He's had like 5 camps.
No. It's just been a year since he's fought. Just a straight year. 2020, he didn't fight at all.
Everything good with you, Nick? You look like you're...
I just want to make sure that we don't have a technical difficulty like we did 2 weeks ago. And I'm just like, oh, how full are the memory cards?
Well, I mean, now would be the time.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No, you guys keep going.
All right,
I think it's fine.
Do what you gotta do, man.
But who do you have on this one?
You know, I really don't even know, truthfully. I'm gonna think about it. Let's just go over
because I could tell you I have a prediction already.
Well, you're gonna go rock.
I'm gonna go Leon. Yeah, definitely. I think his portfolio looks a lot more strong.
He's beat everybody.
Yeah, he's beat RDA,
except Kamaru.
Tim Means. I mean, like all kinds of terrible monsters. And then there's people that Belal has lost to that Leon has beat. I forgot who exactly it was. Vicente Luque. It was Belal lost to Vicente Luque. Leon Edwards beat Vicente Luque around 2017, I want to say.
Belal's got a couple losses in the UFC. I don't think he's
they have the same yeah, he has more losses in the UFC, but they both have the same amount of losses. It's 18-3, same exact record.
Well, yeah, they do have the same record. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't think Belal has a shit ton of decision wins or wins and losses. Like basically, it's not going to be a finisher fight for Belal. I don't even think it will be for Leon. I would honestly go ahead and predict a decision, but going Edwards' way. I think he's just got the upper hand slightly on the wrestling and the striking. So, even though Belal's a beast,
he's there to win.
Yeah,
that's the thing. He drowns the opponent. He doesn't really.
He looked really good in his last fight.
Oh yeah,
Muhammad.
Oh yeah, he looked pretty unstoppable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but Leon also lost to Jorge. Back
that wasn't
so it's not exactly a 9-fight win streak.
That wasn't properly officiated. I'm pretty sure.
It's gonna be, dude. I think there's no way he's gonna win if he ever fights Masvidal because of that.
You got any predictions there, Nick? You're talking about an Englishman versus an American here.
Belal doesn't represent America, though, does he?
I thought he does.
Nah. Oh, never mind.
He does. Yeah, he fights out of Miami. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Like Miami's doing pretty good right now.
Yeah.
In preparation for, going
Edwards, it says Jamaica for Edwards.
Well, these guys nowadays,
they just want to represent their ethnicity than where they're fighting out of, I guess.
Yeah, he's got the fucking South London accent.
Yeah, that just confused me.
Yeah, he's been there since he was a child, I'm sure. He said he grew up there in the mean streets
of Jamaica.
Yeah, no, in England, in London. So,
is that right?
Yeah. But
we have to cut that.
God damn it. I lost my train of thought.
I have no idea where we left off at.
I hate when these episodes are cut. Right. Should we start over?
No.
No, we can't. We did too much. Feels like we're 20 minutes in.
We're 4, but all right.
20 minutes. Fuck.
Yeah, sorry about that. Like I was saying, he says he's from the mean streets of London. He grew up with a I guess a rough childhood. That's his story, growing up fighting on the street.
Was it worse than Miami?
Probably.
I don't believe so.
I don't think anyone in England's as bad as anyone in Miami.
What?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
If you grew up in Miami.
Come on, a pip cheerio.
Just
Against
because I got an
the
accent.
Cocaine Cowboys, bro.
All right, well,
Bro, where do you think
see.
Masvidal's from? Miami.
No, I get it. I get
You know
it.
what happened between Leon Edwards and Masvidal?
No.
So Leon Edwards and Masvidal fought on the same card. I forgot who Leon was fighting, but Masvidal. I think it was the Askren fight. I think it was right after Jorge Masvidal knocked out Askren, and then during his interview after the fights, Leon Edwards starts saying some shit in the back. Like he starts like taunting Jorge during his interview.
Yeah, he
so
said
Jorge
he
just
said like I'm coming for you next or something like that.
yeah, like in the middle of Jorge's interview, and Jorge just like got off the mic and just like went like, "What's up, then?" and just fucking pieced Leon up real quick. Leon was just like bloody
Yeah,
all
this is
over.
the
They had to like
famous-
stop. Yeah,
that's the famous 3-piece in a soda.
yeah, that's what he's known for.
Before
is
Leon could get a shot off, I mean,
Yeah.
he just straight whap whap whap.
that was like all that happened in one night. The knockout, one of the fastest knockouts in UFC history. Plus Jorge Masvidal having another fight on the same night in backstage.
Goddamn.
But yeah, that's yeah.
He's a maniac.
So that just shows you like what Miami has to show for when it's paired up against
Limey.
This is
Yeah.
this ain't no backstage.
So you
brawl.
got a point.
This is a sanctioned fight against a guy that's just a better fighter. I just think Leon's a better fighter.
Than Belal.
Yeah, just think he's gonna have the edge.
I think for me, he's been off for a year, and from what I've heard in the interviews, is it's just more time, more recovery time from his last fight, and also more time to just work on the things he has to work on.
Yeah,
I'm
sure that could.
And I
benefit
believe
him.
in that. I don't believe in ring rust. I think if you trained, really hard and worked on the right things for a year, then you'll inherently be a better fighter. But then again, Belal was more active at least,
That's true. It's very true. That
So
could
he's
play a
more
factor.
fresh, maybe. We don't know.
Before we go into the rest of this weekend's card, I believe we really need to have a discussion about the pay-per-view this past weekend.
Yeah. Apparently, we don't get what we want.
What do you mean?
We don't
Never.
get what we want.
How so?
Well, we got kind of what we wanted, right?
No, Black History Month's over, and it was never more apparent than this card.
Why'd you have to put
I'm
it
just
that
saying.
way?
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
that's right.
That's
You
right.
guys,
It has to be about
It's
that now.
It's not just the big thing. It's everything.
You guys took
It's
the
that we
s-
didn't
no.
catch one.
you guys took the superstar because you believe the hype, but you got to think about facts. And facts is facts. Jan is a bigger man.
I don't bet. Well, okay, I finally figured it out. I don't bet on the person that wins. I bet for what I want. That's what I root for when I put my money on.
I try not to do that. I try to just.
That's what I've been doing, pretty much. I could always say, yeah, who do I think will win? But I'm always gonna bet on the person that I want to win.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, then
Because
listeners
I
are
want
gonna listen
because
to me.
I
then.
care about the fucking stories, dude. The storyline.
I care
And
about.
we don't have. It's gone. It's done. Dunzo.
I care about somebody that wants to make some money and somebody that wants to listen to a podcast where they can, get the best betting tips. You know what I mean?
We got that.
I'm trying to help the people.
We got
It's
that.
not about me.
Whoa, what are you saying? We've got the best tips.
We have,
Yeah, this
we
isn't
have,
an investment podcast.
we have the
This
greatest.
is where money's like raining down. We've got the best tips only available here.
money.
so.
Money.
I think
You
so.
want to make money?
I'm confident. I'm confident in our predictions. I think we get most of them right. But yeah, you guys.
I'll tell. Okay, if you want me to tell you from now on,
Hey,
who do
there's
I
no
think
room for
will
feelings.
Didn't go
out
how
here.
you said second round knockout.
Okay,
I
didn't
said
get it.
fourth round calf kick.
I didn't get it exactly.
None of us got any. We never get anything. God damn it.
Yeah, you weren't even right.
I was correct. I
No,
thought Jan
you
was
said
gonna win.
you get knocked out.
You were equally as wrong as
It
someone who
you
said
guys
Adesanya was gonna win.
You guys know he
You were
was
equally.
You guys know Adesanya was getting pieced up, and he was getting close to knocked out. And then did you hear the fucking commentators? Like Adesanya would get pieced up like 3 times unanswered, and they're like, "Oh, Adesanya's really working him right now." What the fuck? Why were they sucking his dick so bad when he was losing?
But it wasn't like a. It wasn't like a.
It felt like he was feinting with his chin, and just Jan was hitting him more than he thought he would.
But the commentators were like, "Adesanya's doing so great." Right. What the hell happened there? Like, what were they smoking?
Because everyone had money riding on this, bro.
I think Dana White.
You're the only person in America who everyone had so much money riding on this. Like Joe Rogan's like, oh man,
on the wrong guy.
Well,
the UFC wanted Adesanya
the UFC
to win.
wanted. Well, we explain this.
Basically, it's all about the money. Like if they lose the John Jones super fight, they lose millions of dollars.
Yeah.
If they lose the double champ, they lose millions of dollars because everybody wants to see double champ fight. And so Jan kind of threw a fucking wrench in the plans of the UFC, and that's that's why
that goes to show. But that goes to show that it's not rigged. It's not. It's a fair game. No. You know, it's a honest competition. This isn't fucking pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's not.
That's me looking on the bright side, I guess. Yeah. Either way, I want it. It's a shame we won't ever see Jones face up against the great style bender because I think personally that Izzy had a better chance with Jones than he did with Jan. Personally,
probably.
Yeah,
probably,
definitely.
Jones would be hard pressed to beat Jan himself. So
he allegedly ran from this guy. And Izzy didn't. So
Jan's accuracy was way higher than I thought it would be, but Izzy also just wouldn't go down. I was surprised he didn't.
Yeah, he's tough. I literally thought he was going to get knocked out, and I'm amazed that he just
took it on the chin.
Hey man, he didn't get pieced up like he did by Kelvin. He was pretty much unscathed by the end of the fight. He wasn't getting
getting hit by somebody that hits much harder.
Some of the hits, but he wasn't getting like I didn't say he got his ass like completely whooped. You know what I mean? If it weren't, listen, Jan was tired by those two last rounds, dude. He was on the ropes, dude. Like if Izzy just had a little bit better, because I don't think Jan was ever gonna submit Izzy. There's no way. He's trained at Atos. He trained at the Atos Academy. I just don't see.
It seemed like the game plan was if he survives the first 2 rounds, we got to take him down.
Yeah.
And that seemed to work just fine.
That's what got him the win, I think. Yeah. I feel like if the takedowns weren't there in the 4th and the 5th, Izzy might have won this fight. He might have, because he was piecing. Because Izzy was the one doing the piecing by those 2 last rounds, those champion rounds.
It was a smart game plan, though. If you look at his takedown defense, nobody tries to take him down in the last couple rounds when he's just a little bit tired.
Yeah.
The first couple rounds is going to be probably
fresh.
Impossible to take down, and so he didn't try. It's kind of brilliant, honestly, on the Polish guy's part. So
also, he's 20 pounds heavier. It's got to come into the factor.
Yeah, so cheesy. Izzy weighing in with like the pizza box. What the fuck? What? He didn't do anything cool this time either. No cool walk-in.
No cigar in his mouth or anything like that?
No, I didn't see nothing like that.
He took the loss with some, he's a funny guy still. He poked fun at Costo, but he didn't denigrate. He was like, nah, Jan beat me.
Oh yeah, he did the bottle of wine thing. I got drunk last night.
Yeah.
No,
He pulled. Yeah, no.
With the howler's head.
It was I was saying. Someone paid him. They were like, "You got to do the thing." Some guy in a suit handed Izzy that from off screen. Izzy being like, "Damn, I just lost," and he's like, "You got to do the thing though. Like, we paid you to do."
Sure
but wait, Izzy, I got this bottle of howler's head. You gotta.
Dana White's just sweating like.
Everyone is just like looking at their like Coinbase accounts, and they're just like, "What the fuck happened? How did we let this happen to us?"
Yeah, well, my Izzy tokens are worth nothing now. So
Hey,
he's still middleweight champ, bro.
Still middleweight champ, I guess. What if Jan takes the middleweight belt?
Oh, he couldn't. He couldn't get down.
What if he's like, "This is Polish power. This is mine now."
He's just rib cage showing.
Yeah, he looked like a Polish skeleton.
That's so fucking funny,
dude. He'd outweigh everybody in the division.
Comes in just a few grams under. So, like, all right. So what? I say Black History Month's over because Izzy wasn't the most upsetting.
Oh no!
Lost.
Oh
of
no!
The night.
I mean,
we had a flop.
You want to get into Nunes versus Megan first before we get into that?
Sure. Yeah. We definitely.
Because this one was a good one. This is
Get
the only
good one before the bad one.
Was it a good one?
It was a great one. What are you saying?
It was like It was like watching the.
It was complete. It was like watching almost
Patriots
like the Ronda Rousey fight all over again.
Let's talk about the one and not the one that's a calculated financial decision.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean Nunes.
Man, so many of these fights were just financial decisions.
I mean, every fight is a financial decision
Nunes
in the UFC.
Nunes is rolling in the money. If you're going to want to talk about finances, because she's getting pay-per-view money from both belts, just stacking that cake.
She must be the richest MMA female fighter.
She's probably top 5. She's probably top 5 like of all of them.
She's probably number 1 by now. She's
no,
just complete.
Conor and Khabib are so far ahead.
Well, I'm talking about female, just female.
Oh yeah.
But
Rousey was in a movie, and that stuff sometimes can just like blow shit out of the water.
Yeah, but she wasn't in the UFC. If she like had fought in the UFC after the movie, they probably would have had to pay her like a substantial amount more. But
because this fight couldn't have gone more perfectly for her than anything else. It was Ronda Rousey plus some masterful ground game that we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you guys know what you saw down there on what happened on the ground.
What are you talking?
That was the most beautiful fucking shit I've ever seen in my life.
He's pulling rank on you now. He's like,
that's what I'm saying. We saw
your stupid little eyes couldn't behold.
Now you're putting words in my mouth. I never called anybody stupid.
You did in your heart. You called us all dumb in your heart.
No, because like you guys are saying this fight's like all right. It's like.
No, it was
I
just
said it was a good fight.
It's better than it's better than the other two men fighting.
It was just so predictable, is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I thought
Nunes
it was great.
Nunes stomps.
She's one of the greatest of all time. Period. No matter man or woman.
I mean, one of the commentators said at the end of the fight.
You were leaning toward Meg a little bit, though.
I'm pretty sure I was leading the charge, saying that like you were dumb if you don't bet your money on Nunes.
I mean, no. One of the commentators said after the fight, they were like, honestly, the UFC is just like scratching their heads on who to like throw in a cage with this woman,
especially at that weight class, because
they're just like, I don't know.
They're gonna start throwing guys at her now.
Yeah,
it's like dead ass.
Some of them would get beat too,
because Megan got ran over by a car in this fucking fight, dude. Yep. Like Amanda Nunes hopped in her car and then ran her over. It was masterful. The promotions just drove me fucking insane because we're watching all the prelims and it's just like 10, 15, 20 fucking promotions of Amanda Nunes talking about her fucking baby. It's like
her ringside baby.
Yes, her ringside baby. It's just like
giving advice.
I've literally the whole day. It's just 10 hours. It's
I
just
know
like,
this baby more than I know my own family members.
Yeah, because it make me happy. The baby make me happy.
Get your baby out of
it's
my
like
face.
Literally the interview. Like Joe Rogan was like,
"Would you say that to her?" Would you say to Amanda Nunes, "Get your baby out of my face and deal with the consequences"?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, everybody around her doesn't care about the baby, but they can't say anything to her.
They're afraid. It's like when Mike Tyson's showing you his paintings.
I would just say it nicely.
Like, nice.
I would just be like, can you please get your baby out of my face, instead of like saying what I want to say, which is like, can I please punt your baby 50 yards? But that,
you think you can punt a baby 50 yards? Because if so, the Jags.
I can. I can get a baby up there. I tried.
I pray to God a Jags guy doesn't fucking punt Amanda Nunes' baby, dude. That wouldn't be. That's not a good look for Jacksonville.
Well, no, we just like pretend that the baby is the football.
Why? Yeah. That's psychotic.
Because of the hatred for the baby.
Yeah. I was sick of hearing, because Joe Rogan's literally like, what was the game plan for? I have the baby.
I throw my baby. I'm going to throw my baby at
it. Make me so happy. It make me relax.
If that's her game plan, though, that's terrifying. Like, her coaches are like, she hasn't been taking our advice, honestly. So.
Like, they don't give a shit about the belt, dude. Like, Amanda doesn't give a fuck about the belt.
And that's why she's unstoppable.
The baby is her belt.
I think she does, because the belt brings her money, and money is for the baby.
It make me happy.
Yeah. You know? So,
yeah.
I guess happy ending. The baby gets more money.
Speaking of getting more money, let's talk about what was going through Aljo's head as he was there with hands and knees on the mat. What all of the calculations he was thinking. He was thinking.
Can we look at it?
He's like, what's Bitcoin at right now? Like, my wife just got laid off from her job.
Let's just look at it realistically. Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck would you do? Like, what would the normal person do? They're gonna fucking flop.
Yeah, only a madman with the lion heart would.
Yeah, only
the will of the warrior.
Turn down. Yeah, we'll keep on fighting. You know.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's like, why is it up to the fighter when they're dazed and confused?
That's a good point.
Right? Why is it up to, like, it should only be up to the ref and the doctor.
The ref should either...
Honestly, it shouldn't be up to the doctor.
The ref should either stopped it then, if it was an illegal strike, just stop it right then and there, or if it's not an illegal strike, give them time to rest and then start the fight over.
So, knees to the head aren't like dick kicks. You don't get 2 minutes, walk it off. You're DQ'd.
If the ref can call a timeout, and that can go up to, any timeout can go up to 5 minutes. And that's why the rule of the eye pokes and stuff exists, because the ref calls a timeout to assess the situation.
It's always up to the ref, and it always depends on like how bad it is. You know, so like, for example, like Dustin Poirier versus Eddie Alvarez, where Eddie Alvarez was mounted Dustin Poirier. He was pretty much winning the fight. He was seconds away from winning the fight, but he threw a 12-6 elbow. Now, the ref stops the fight, and he doesn't completely stop it. He doesn't disqualify Eddie Alvarez. What he does is he set the fighters back up. He made Eddie Alvarez give up the position and start the fight back on the feet, resulting in his defeat. So there's times when that happens. There's times where John Jones, the one guy that John Jones was defeated by, was a guy that was getting his ass whooped by John Jones, literally just mauled, but he threw a 12-6 elbow in the middle of his mauling, and he got DQ'd. Right? He just immediately.
You talking about the Hamill?
I think so. Yeah.
Or Matt Hamill? Matt
Hamill.
Yeah. Yeah, that was his one loss. And the UFC wants to get that off his record. That's how much they care about a undefeated record.
Man, you're saying so these things really come into play when money's getting through.
Yeah.
All right. I see how these DQs work now. But yeah, this was a rough fight to watch because you guys went in saying this was going to be a stomp. Like one side, you were like, Aljo's gonna blow us away.
No,
I didn't exactly think
that. We just had Aljo winning.
You said Aljo was gonna throw a boombox in the middle of the ring, and he was gonna be head spinning like a B-boy.
I said the most unlikely of outcomes would happen. I did say that, But I said it was going to be a knockout. I thought he would knock him out, like just out of surprise.
He knocked himself out, and he won.
Do you guys hear that shitty fucking music through your headphones?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
sorry,
not through the headphones,
okay.
actually.
If the listeners hear some stupid ass bullshit music, sorry about
shit.
that. Yeah. That's our cocksucking neighbor.
Jeez.
Anyways, yeah, man. Aljo kind of took a dive here.
He had his lawyer come into the ring and declare him the winner.
Nick, listen, as like a human being that just wants to blow his mind out thinking about finances all day. It's like, what would you do if you were on the ground? Right, and you're on your knees, by the way. Aljo was on his knees.
Don't get me wrong. If I was Aljo, I would be suing the UFC for allowing me to get hit in the head like
so you'll take their paycheck, and then
I want more. I just don't get me wrong, but still. As a person,
hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars are on the line right now.
But as a person who's watching from home, saying, "Does this monkey have a few more bangs of the symbols in him?" I'm like, "Dance, monkey, dance," and it's.
Yeah, we wanted to see more fight, but Aljo was getting.
Oh, come on! It was the 5th round, right? This happened in the 5th round?
Yeah.
You know what, though?
Fourth. Never mind, 4th. It was 4th.
It was like the end, towards the end.
Towards the end.
Maybe we're having more fun.
It was
with
bad,
this
dude.
Intrigue.
Let's just say that. It was really bad.
What does Aljo do after this?
It's not Aljo's fault that fucking Jan threw the knee.
No,
let's just go and put that out there.
Piotr cheated.
Yeah. He did the wrong thing. So that's
apparently his corner was telling him to throw that as well.
Yeah, I heard that it was like there was mixed corner advice.
Yeah,
one said punches only, and one said knee.
Yeah, and then one guy was like niet, and
niet,
then
niet.
Which means no in Russian.
Yeah, so it's like everywhere.
They're always saying that though, They're always saying niet.
What? It's a yes or no.
I just imagine the refs like I don't know. They were speaking like Russian or something.
Yeah, I heard like Daniel Cormier say I heard net, which means, and Joe Rogan's like, it means no. And it's like, I don't know.
I like that. A bunch of guys interpreting Russian who don't speak it.
Yeah. I have no clue.
That's fun.
And then there's like all this controversy of Aljo like celebrating after.
Oh yeah, he's got the bottle of wine and the fucking and the belt in one hand.
And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's offering Piotr a ride home in his new Tesla.
He could have done without that, honestly.
Dude, why are there cameras, dude? Celebrate with like no cameras.
Tell all your friends to put their fucking phones away.
Who the fuck? I would be. Whoever posted that, like Aljo must not be friends with anymore. He
needs to choke him out.
He needs to fucking kick him out of the camp.
Yeah, I heard Piotr Jan rode the bus home.
With his belt, though. Yeah, it was, nobody wanted to see that. We wanted to see a a sure outcome, you know what I mean?
It's crazy because like when you win a UFC belt, you get to take it home. Like they say, well, they give you the one that they showed on TV. They send it to you, right? So are they going to send Aljamain Sterling?
He's already got it. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's crazy. So he could hang that up at his gym, and people will go to that gym and say, "Oh, that's the DQ belt."
That's the champ.
That's the
paper champ.
He won't tell him that.
Champ.
But if he defends the belt once, then he's got my respect and probably respect the hardcore fans.
And Dana says they're doing this again as soon as possible, which is noble of them. Because they want to get that bantamweight division just rolling, Do
you think Aljo's sweating right now?
I think he doesn't want to fight Jan.
Fuck yeah, but he has to.
I think he's looking for anybody else.
No, that's not true. This is great because
he did a face-off with Cejudo backstage.
He's not going to fight a flyweight, though.
That's what I'm saying. He's trying to, just look for something.
Oh, but Henry is thinking about coming out of retirement, apparently, right? So,
for a third belt? Quadruple C?
No, he's...
Oh, he did get bantamweight.
Yeah, he got bantamweight.
Never mind, I'm tripping.
Damn. Well, No, but this is he has so much more data now. You know.
I don't think
He's got 4 rounds, dude. He has a kid. There's teams of people behind these guys. They have to be back at the gym, like, you know, working on the correct things that they have.
Speaking of teams,
there's going to be adjustments, dude. There's definitely going to be adjustments, and I think those adjustments are going to be so valuable. I think Aljo will win the next one.
Aljo's working with a new team, and he's
a new team.
Matt Serra was not in his corner, and he was kind of upset about it. I listened.
Wait,
to
who? In this
Aljo,
fight?
Yeah.
I mean, but Ray Longo was there.
He was, but I was listening to Matt Serra's podcast, UFC Unfiltered, and he sounded pretty upset. He was like making sure to let people know, like, yeah, like we're still friends, like I'm still there for him and all. But the original plan was for Matt Serra to be in the corner, and then it like changed. He got this new coach that he's had for like a month, some other dude, and like Matt Serra's like taking it hard. He's like, man, that's kind of bullshit, you know. Like he was there from the beginning, helping this kid. And
he should probably.
He wanted to be in his corner for.
Well,
the
they're probably
shot.
gonna. Well, that didn't work out, so you're probably gonna have Matt Serra back in there again. Ray Longo and Matt Serra.
I think Serra said he's not doing it anymore. He's not doing corners anymore after that because it affected him so much.
That's bullshit.
One of his pupils that he had from the jump didn't let him in the corner for his title shot. I mean, that's kind of fucked up.
What the fuck is up with AJ?
I don't know.
Well, I hope he's ready. I hope he's really ready for Piotr again. Because I don't know what adjustments Piotr is going to make. You know, he's doing well. He was dominating the whole time. I just want to say one more thing about this fight. Aljo looked really sloppy with the grappling initiations. Super sloppy by round 3.
Yeah,
it wasn't even like by the 4th round you started to look sloppy. It was like it was early. It was like by like the end of round 2 or 3 he started.
His cardio was looking rough.
He was literally not even shooting, and I never thought I'd see this from a guy who has such a strong wrestling background. You know, such a strong wrestling foundation.
I don't know what it was, man. He got tired quick, and it looked like his arms were heavy.
He wasn't even shooting. He was kind of bending down and reaching for the legs kind of every time he went for an overhand.
Yeah. There always seems to be a point with some of the fighters where you see where it's like, even if their punches land, it's like, oh, you're not doing anything.
Yeah, there's nothing behind
you're
it. You're just doing this.
You just hit Jan with a clean hit, and he like, you know, his head didn't even move, and it's like, well, then this is effective.
Jan's defense was top notch. Like he kept a great guard all the time, but Aljo in the first round landed a couple of knees down the middle, and I think that would have been the key if he had kept going for that.
It was working. Knee. He was looking really good in the first round, but I don't know who I would give it to in the.
That
first
should be
round.
on a T-shirt.
What?
He was looking good in the first round.
And then I lost all
my money. It's a depressing T-shirt. It's the most depressing T-shirt in the book. He was looking good in the first round.
It was a depressing outcome to the whole thing, honestly.
It's not what I want as a fighter.
Though we predicted it correctly, but not. Yeah, that's just weird how that happened. I didn't like it.
It got very bad. It got very sloppy fast, surprisingly fast for Aljo. I wonder if it's due to like some kind of cardio issue. It has to be a cardio issue because like you can't be making shots like that. Those weren't even shots. They were just bending down and reaching for the legs.
Yeah, he was just like zombied out after the second round or so.
Yeah, after the second round, it's really early. So he's got to condition himself to be ready for those championship rounds. The last 2, and actually shoot. God damn it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Islam Makhachev versus Drew Dober. Easy.
Hercules got brought down.
Easy. I told you.
I told you so.
I told you so. He popped him like a weasel.
Yeah, we both knew this guy was going to win.
Yeah, and Khabib was in, speaking of corners.
Did Nick take America on this? You didn't predict?
Yeah.
I don't remember. You predicted American win?
I did take the American. Well, I always take the American. If I know that they are American, I always take them.
This guy's too good looking, man. He had to lose.
I
I know. I knew as soon as they come in with the chin strap, it's like, oh, God, one of these.
You said, yeah, you said they fight exactly the same.
Everyone with a chin strap fights exactly the same. They're all the same guy.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
They're all like a goop. It's like getting like Nickelodeon gack poured on you, and then you're just like, get this shit off of me, and then you just can't, and it's like, they all do the same shit.
That's what fighting Khabib is like. Just get him off of me, and he won't get off of you, dude.
That's a good I like that metaphor. It's like
it's just like you're getting
Dagestani goop wrestling.
It's like they just pour molasses on you.
Goop wrestling.
We pour the molasses on, and they cannot get the molasses off.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm like slime.
I am like Slime Time Live.
I'm Islam Slime Makachev.
That'd be a way sweeter nickname.
Yeah, right. I don't even know what his nickname is. It's something very. I maybe.
Probably not.
Nah, I don't think he does.
But
it was a very reminiscent of how the way Khabib fights. It was almost exact, not quite exactly, because Khabib goes straight for the fence, whereas like Makhachev is kind of comfortable just, being in Drew Dober's guard, kind of out in the open.
I've heard some people say that Makhachev would get the better of the wrestling exchanges in practice against Khabib,
because I think he does. He look naturally bigger to you? He kind of looks bigger.
It's about
to
the
me.
same to me, but. I think they're the same height too.
I mean, I seen the blogs or vlogs with Islam Makhachev and AKA with Daniel Cormier a lot, and they just do constant fucking work all the time. So I'm not too surprised at that, actually.
Hard work.
Hard work. Point to the easy work. Point to the easy work.
You 1K up in here.
Yes, sir. Anyways. And then
I don't even know what that means.
Me neither.
Yeah.
And then we got Santos versus Rakic.
Oh my God!
It kind of. I don't want to.
This is the worst fight I've ever seen.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying it's the worst fight ever.
Yeah, we've seen worse fights for sure. But
of the couple hundred fights I think I've seen. And by couple hundred, I mean 2, as in a couple of hundreds, maybe. This is the worst fight I've personally ever seen.
Yeah,
I think Dana White definitely regrets putting this on the main
I would have
card
investigated these guys' emails and text messages for collusion after this fight.
You can't predict that it would have gone that way, though, because you got Thiago Santos, who's usually just a banger brawler type, and Alexander Rakic, who's knocked everybody out that he's fought. So
yeah, there's always those. I'm
saying it was the fist bump at the end, like the yo man, good fight at the end of the fight. That it was like, all right, if there's a UFC equivalent of internal affairs, it's like investigate these two. Mm-hmm. They're up to some shit. These cops are dirty. They're working. They bet. See if either of these guys had some friends gambling on this match or something. Like
they acted like they fought like a crazy war of a fight, and it's like no one got a scratch on them. It
was still a technical match.
It was
slow
a technical
going.
match. It was just, and also, dude, you got to put into fact that Thiago Santos just came out of double, knee injuries, both knees, and the way he was moving just wasn't the same like he used to before the John Jones fight.
He was chasing after Rakic and just throwing these hysterically big bombs into open air, looking like he was in like an epileptic fit. He was like looking to the right, punching to the left.
Yeah, yeah. When they played the replays, because when this fight was on. We were all like, we had like 10 people in the room. We talked over the whole fight because it was
playing
nothing.
Clash of Clans or some shit by the end of this fight.
Because we didn't even realize there wasn't really anything happening on the fight. So for that reason, I rewatched it, right? Because I knew I wasn't paying attention as hard. Because when I initially saw it and they had Rakic, I have so much trouble. I can't.
You have more trouble with his name than...
Yeah,
it's like Miocic,
Rakic. Okay,
yeah.
Rakic.
Yeah.
When they raised his hand, I thought it was a draw. I was like, whoa, this is the only fight I've ever seen where it's like, this is definitely a fucking draw. I go back and rewatched, and Rakic definitely like got in way more strikes than I remembered on Santos. He was definitely controlling the whole fight.
Do you think he threw the fucking... the dust in his eye like Chung Lee in Bloodsport? Because he said he wasn't punching at him. He was punching some other direction. Yeah. So you remember John Claude was like he couldn't, you know what I mean? He couldn't see. I think he threw the dust.
Because when they played the slow motion, it was literally as Nick described it, where Rakic is moving to the right, Thiagos watches him move to the right, and he like punches like
where he
in front of him. Yeah, where he was. Right. And it's like what was he? And like you could tell haters didn't know what to say.
Maybe he was also not invested in
They were like, he's making some hooks here, and and it's like you could tell that they wanted to say that they're looks like he's making swings at the air here, but you can't really say that.
This is the only time that I was looking at my phone all night. So
yeah.
If that tells you anything.
And I was honest, I couldn't foresee this. I was expecting a complete fucking war. I was expecting a knockout win by Rakic, to be honest.
I was making fun of Santos's. You know what's funny is, y'all make fun of my algorithm. But Santos came in the ring, and I was like, that tattoo looks like dog shit. I don't got a good feeling about it.
It's weird because the two people next to me were like, that hammer's so sick.
They were. And I was like...
Everybody commented around you that how sick his tattoos were.
Imagine when he gets fat, what that's going to look like.
Oh, man.
It's going to be terrible, bro.
He can't get fat.
It only kind of looks cool because he's jacked.
Doesn't look cool.
That's the only reason it works.
And if it did look cool, it doesn't anymore. Not after that. I am over Santos, and I get it.
Yeah. So is Yana Kunitskaya. She's all over him.
I was gonna say she left him.
No,
I would have broken up with him after this fight.
Damn.
She's like, I want to fuck a man who's interesting.
Rakic.
Yeah, he's not. No. I would have fired them both.
Yeah, he was boring too. Yeah, true.
This was like watching Tapioca go to war with Vanilla.
It's wild to see a light heavyweight fight that's that boring. Like, you expect to see a knockout in the heavier weight classes.
I mean, like, everybody thought the Yoel Romero versus Izzy fight was going to be, like, insane. Remember that? I thought that was going to be a crazy fucking fight. That's Dana White. I remember Dana White was like people were like, what do you think of this next card coming up? Izzy versus Yoel. And I remember specifically Dana White going, it's going to be a total war. He's like, it's going to be pandemonium. It's going to be crazy.
You think it would be, but
and it was like literally like he couldn't have been more wrong. It was so that happens where you get you're getting two of the most talented people and you're putting so much on the line where it's like those two fighters have too much respect for each other almost. They're just too aware of what those risks are and they're not willing to take it.
We got background music again, I hear.
Yeah.
Anyways, we should move this along.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
This is going to become unwieldy.
Should we just get come on, the Cruz win?
Yeah, let's cover this real quick. It was a great fight. I thought it was very impressive by Dominic Cruz to come back and get himself a win.
And he was saying some crazy shit after the fight about
I wouldn't say
Hans.
I wouldn't say it's crazy because I've heard other fighters talk about this guy Hans Molenkamp. He's a representative of Monster. He works for them in some fucking capacity. Basically, I think he's one of the people that decides who gets the bonuses from Monster Energy, which they don't have to give to anybody apparently. And there's some beef with some fighters in Hans Molenkamp. I don't know what it is, but Michael Bisping is also on the Dominic Cruz side along with a few other guys, saying they're not saying what it is exactly, but they're like, yeah, this dude is not really a good guy.
Yeah, because he's telling people to like comment on shit or else they won't.
He wants to do a charity fight with Hans Molenkamp. That's what Dominic Cruz wants, even though the guy outweighs him by like 100 pounds.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
He's a BJJ black belt, apparently.
I've heard he has
he's
a
not
background.
he's not like a YouTuber that he's beating up, you know?
That's wild, man.
But yeah, it was a crazy war of a fight. If it wasn't for round 3, Cruz probably would have lost this because Casey Kenny looked all right in the second round, you know? But he won by split decision.
Let's skim over this weekend's fights real quick before we have to wrap up here. Our co-main event this Saturday, March 13th at the UFC Apex, we got Misha Cirkunov versus Ryan Spann.
Oh, man.
It's a lackluster co-main, in my opinion. Like, the only thing that's saving it is the fact that they're light heavyweights.
Well, the co-main, the co-main was supposed to be Dan Ige versus Gavin Tucker. No, Ryan Hall. It was supposed to be Ryan Hall versus Dan Ige, but he got injured due to I don't know. I think
Ryan Hall would have definitely been a better event co-main, but
I was super excited for that.
Either way, this should be a decent fight. I expect Cirkunov to win, even though Spann is like the bigger guy.
I haven't been impressed with Spann and like.
I mean, Spann just came off of a loss with Johnny Walker. I mean, you saw that fight and you thought it was bullshit because Spann that was frustrating.
Got knocked out in like.
Well, Ryan almost had that. He almost beat Johnny Walker. Like he literally had Johnny Walker in a lot of fun.
He's huge.
Remember he walked.
He's got a puncher's chance.
He rocked the shit out of Johnny Walker, and then Johnny Walker started doing a crazy chicken dance and somehow got out of it. Like he was just getting he dove in for his legs. He was just fighting for his life. He's just getting beat the fuck up. Remember that? It was almost stopped. Like it could have been stopped. It really could have been. He took like way more than like 15 shots unanswered, right? After getting rocked and doing a crazy chicken dance. But then he somehow got into a clinch with Ryan Spann and started throwing those crazy fucking hammer fists, and then he won the fight. So I would be so frustrated if I was Ryan Spann because he almost won that, and it could have been stopped. He should have kind of had that.
I'm mixing up Ryan Spann with someone else. I'm trying to think here. Ryan Spann doesn't have the Superman tat on his chest.
He does have a Superman tat.
Oh, he does.
He does. Yeah, I'm mixing.
Thought you were talking about Stevenson, whoever that guy's.
No, Johnny. Wait, what?
The other Superman tattoo guy. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna root for Spann, I guess, but I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know.
He almost beat Johnny, dude. He just for some
but
astronomical
Johnny
reason.
Walker is not as experienced as Cirkunov. You're gonna have to do a whole lot more. You're gonna have to be able to finish Cirkunov even more effectively, and I don't think he's gonna be able to get it done.
Definitely.
But we'll see. Shit.
Yeah.
I kind of like this other fight. I think it's gonna be a little more entertaining. Dan Ige versus Gavin Tucker. I like that Gavin Tucker stepped in this fight, and I also think Gavin Tucker is gonna step in and get the win. Yeah. Gavin Tucker's a fucking beast, man. I think he was able to kind of make his way in here because nobody wants to fight him. I think a lot of people have turned down that fight against him. And in order for Ige to get his paycheck and just get this fight, since he's had the fucking camp, this is who he had to take. And
it's just weird how this card turned out because this was
supposed
to Ryan Hall was supposed to be the co-main or main event.
Yeah, that would have been
awesome.
awesome.
Then Belal and Edwards became the main event.
It was supposed to be Khamzat and Edwards.
Yeah, Khamzat and Edwards. Very fucking weird, dude. Yeah. Just like who knows if these people are even going to be fighting by the time this rolls up, I
think this one's going to... I mean, we're a few days... I mean, we're a day away by the time this episode comes out. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen the way it's played out. So, let's skim by these other ones here. Jonathan Martinez versus Davey Grant. This one's really hard to pick. I don't know. I want to say Martinez, but I'm a little iffy.
Me too.
Well, I don't know if I want to make. I don't know if I want to.
We don't have to. You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna say double knockout draw. I'm just kidding.
All right. And then we got Cop versus
Manuel Cop. We just saw this
Nicolau.
guy.
I don't. Cop better not do that fucking stupid ass fucking shit.
I think he will, and I think he's gonna get beat again because of it. Nicolau.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go Nicolau too, just because you can't be fucking shuffling in the middle of a fucking
get his shit
fight,
together.
And be getting pieced up,
Yeah.
and then be mad about it after, like.
I hope Cop reads the internet comments section. I got hope for Cop in the hopes that he read the comments
and listened. Yeah,
that'd be awesome. I'd love to see it.
Cop, read the comments.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't imagine his coach being like, "You looked good out there."
Nah,
I bet his coach is like,
he embarrassed himself and his whole team.
Yeah, by just like doing that shuffling and then getting fucking
Trying
jabbed
to act
in the
like
face.
you're the shit and this is your first fight. What the?
Yeah, when you're losing in the third round and you're dancing.
Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here.
Anyways, we got Eric Anders versus Darren Stewart. I thought this was fucking Tyron Woodley for a second. He looks just like Tyron Woodley.
That's funny.
But
kind of does. Darren Stewart's a beast. I think Anders has the edge. Yeah, I'll go Anders. I'll take Anders on this one.
Yeah, I'll go with Anders as well.
And Stewart.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm not afraid to become filthy rich.
Yeah, is he an underdog?
I'm just looking at these stats, and I'm going to guess that he is. 13-5 against a 12-6. I don't know the real stats, though, but I would bet, you know what? I'm going to bet a solid new cipher. They're at about 93 cents a coin. I'll put a new cipher on.
We got to stop talking about crypto on this show.
We're getting cryptic, bro.
Yeah. No more of that.
Ultimate Fight Crypto?
No.
I do want to.
The fuck? And why is Angela Hill on the prelims?
I was about to say I do want to quickly make a prediction on two of these ladies fights, strawweight and flyweight fight in the prelims,
and then run through the rest because my lord, there's a lot.
Oh, okay, yeah. And only one fight I have to make another prediction on, but I'm gonna take Angela Hill over Yoder. What do you think?
Definitely Angela Hill, my girl Hill, on the way.
Courtney Casey and JJ Aldrich. What do you think here?
JJ Aldrich.
I'm gonna go Casey.
That.
Just because Aldrich.
Isn't that your girl, JJ Aldrich?
Yeah, I have bet on her a lot, but she's not one of my favorites, I guess. But she's let me down a couple of times. So I'm gonna go Courtney Casey, and I'm taking Nasrat Hakparas over Don Madge. Nasrat is a fucking demon at a hill. Y'all are finally gonna see this guy fight.
It says Rafa Garcia on my shit.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen that as well.
Who is he fighting then?
It's a black figure. It's a
Why do I have Fighter X?
There's no.
I got somebody named Maji.
I got someone named Rafa Garcia, and there's no. I can't even click on it.
Okay. I'm gonna blindly take Nasrat over whoever the fuck he fights. And that's my.
This is Askarov 2.
This is my wild card prediction.
He's fighting player 2, pretty much.
Yeah. He's fighting fucking Smoke and Mortal Kombat.
Sick of this shit.
Yeah.
Sick of this shit, UFC.
Sick of your bullshit.
Sick of your fucking app.
Fuck you.
That you forced me to use.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
But yeah, keep bringing us good shows. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. This has been another edition of Fair Fight Podcast.
Yeah. If you're listening to this on where podcasts are, you can watch it on YouTube, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you can listen to this wherever podcasts are found. The music is from your band, blah blah blah.
Some real shit music from Jacksonville Metal Band. And
what else do we got? AstroTurf? Anything else?
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Thanks, guys.